Oh, hey guys, Pete again. In this video, I'm actually going to show you something a little bit different. I'm going to be changing out the thermostat, which is right here, but I'm actually under the car. I'm not up top. Normally you get these from up top, but this one is got all kinds of room. Let me show you. So it's got, this is the truck. Look, I'm gonna come underneath here. I'm gonna go under the lift, and then look at all of this room I have here. I normally wouldn't do it this way, but because there's so much room, it sure does beat having to climb in from this way. But I'm gonna get you set up, and what we're gonna do is, customer wanted a new belt. There's some dry cracks to it, not horrible, but what we're gonna do is we're gonna pop the tensioner loose, and it's a good idea to change the belt anyway when you're gonna be spilling coolant all over it. So I'm gonna get the belt off, and then we're gonna attack the thermostat. Follow along. First step, loosen the tensioner. Boom! Okay, I didn't get it yet. Oh yeah, we got you, baby. There we go. It is actually a little bit trickier to do it from underneath here because my arms, I'm like short arming it. Ah! Gotcha. Okay. All right, let's get this belt out of here. We're just gonna throw it down. Now we're gonna focus our attention on making a big mess right here with this thing. This is the water pump, AC compressor, idler pulley. This car's not that old. It's a Dodge Ram. But what we need is a 10 millimeter. The trickiest thing that I see is way up here. The bolt, you're gonna have to flex this up just a little bit. Nothing crazy, but I just feel like it's still way easier to do it from underneath here. I'm standing up right now. Oh boy, did you see that? Did you guys see that squirt? Nothing, none of it got me though. It didn't get me, I promise. Big squirty. Huh? What's a big squirty? I don't even know. Okay, there's one bolt. So I'm trying to do a controlled spill here until it all runs out. But right now it's going right into my pan, just like I was hoping for. While that's happening, I'm gonna get my handy dandy hose pliers. Okay, just slide that back. Now I think we have enough. Yeah, we got enough drained out. I'm gonna come in here. One thing that they did not plan out very well is there's a bleeder on it. I'll show you when I go grab the new one. There's a bleeder on the top here. And there's literally zero way you can get to that. Not only is it under the throttle body, but it is directly under the wiring harness. Okay, here we go. All right. So, let me pull this down. So right here, there's a bleeder. You're supposed to loosen this up to allow any air out. How the heck are you supposed to get it when it's jammed up against this? Come on, people. Get my hose tool. gonna say I caught. Oh no! Ah! Ah! I was not ready for that one. Okay, I'm happy with that though. It could have been worse, I guess, right? So, here's that bleeder port, which I honestly don't even know how you're supposed to get that out of there. But, okay, let's wipe this off. I'm not so worried about maybe a little bit of coolant getting on there. I'm not super worried. I'm gonna put that on there first, but not clamp it down. We're gonna get this set up into place. There we go. See that just popped right in there, guy? Okay. I think I bumped you. Did I bump you? Oh, you're okay. So obviously, I'll go through the hazardous line. Whatever coolant, please have a pan ready, or some type of diaper for the ground, or something to catch any coolant that may spill. If you're trying to do this at home or wherever, got to make sure you dispose of your coolant properly. And I have a couple of drums out back that I put my waste coolant in. They come and take it, and I'm compliant. Snug these down. Of course, I'm going to torque these to manufacturer spec. Okay, now what I'm going to do, I'm going to put the clamp back. You see there's a couple of like indentations on here. What I like to do is put the hoses back exactly on those indentations. One, because it's right, and I don't like anybody saying, yo, look at that hack, he didn't put the clamp back right. So I try to get them back in there. Plus the hose is already formed. The hose is already formed for where that clamp is. And if you get it in a different spot, it puts tension in a different area, all that kind of stuff. All right, now that the massive leak is done, I'm gonna spray off all under here. It's gonna make another mess. I'm gonna spray this off. Whoa, that came out really fast. And to make things worse for this guy, he's like a farmer, and he drives it on a farm truck, so it's hitting like underneath of all of this, and just absolutely dripping mud. All right, now I pulled up a belt routing diagram right here. Pretty simple. Let's pop that belt on, and we can get her back on the ground. All right, so we'll go here. Wow, I'm making this look hard, aren't I? This belt is kinky. Huh? What is it? Okay, all right. Whatever you say. Okay, now all I gotta do, actually, oh my goodness, it just fell off every pulley. Are you serious? All right, it's around there, it's around there. All right, let me get my ratchet in here. Oh man, I am so strong. Okay, it's around there, around here, properly around the crankshaft. Tension's good on there. Oh, okay. All right. That's pretty much under here. Let's go back up top. To fill this up. I'm gonna try to use the bleeder, but I'm gonna be honest with you, it might be nigh impossible. Okay, we got about over 25 inches of vacuum on the system, so we know it's sealed. I'm thinking I probably need about a gallon. What's nice about these tools are it gets the air out of the system. You're not just filling it and hoping it bursts. Go to test. All right, no leaks there. You slowly go to fill. Okay. Just keep an eye on this. Keep an eye on the how much we're putting in, how much vacuum is still left. You can kind of tell when it's full because you'll see a little bubble, like boom. That means there's no movement that way. All right, I think it's full. Okay, I'll fill this up. Let this burp for a few minutes. And that's pretty much it. So let me show you on this side. The thermostat from up here is like way is right there. So like it's kind of hard to do the thermostat from up top. You got the belt, got the new belt on there. Thermostat's right there. So it's like you might as well just do it from underneath. It was pretty easy. So all right, well, that's pretty much it. I'm going to do the menial stuff. I'm going to finish burping the cooling system, trying to get all the air out of it. I'll road test it, make sure the temperature's fine, make sure there's no leaks, and we'll get this back to the customer. All right, thanks for watching, guys.